Okay, that's the start of the show. Oops. Watch out, Charles. Episode 19, it's underway. Watch out. Watch out, better believe. What's good? Did I even record anything?
You do that all the time.
I don't think I did. Okay. Anyways, about to get going here, episode 19. Right here on the radar screen. What's up, YouTube? Shout out! Shout out! What up? Okay, Instagram story time. Come on. I don't think I did. Okay. Anyways, I'll give it a little title. Here, episode 19. Right here on the radar screen. What's up, YouTube? Shout out! Shout out! What up? I gotta hook you up with the, did I give you the Lifted Scene Instagram codes, passwords, all that stuff?
No.
I should, let you have a run at that.
Yeah, I'll just post to the story.
For funsies.
Whatever, you know.
Okie dokie, broskies. You do the little, Instagram takeover. Like, yo, planning ahead's up in this piece. So, we're recording there, I think so. And hello, you are listening to this show called The Lifted Scene. I, myself, Ryan Summers, am joined by co-host Vanzell Kirk, a.k.a. Planning Ahead. Find him on the Instagram and enjoy his content. Today is episode 19. Thanks for joining us. What up, player?
What's up, homie? How's it going?
Shout out! Shout outs, everybody! Shout outs, everybody! Hey, I got something to say real quick. That shout outs thing. I get that from the Red Bar Radio show. I need everyone to know that. I copped it from his style. Shout outs! But hey, it's just a shout out. It's just a nod because that's my favorite show. Do you have a favorite podcast, bro?
I'm not gonna lie, Joe Rogan has just been killing it. I think it's, well, I don't know. It's between him and Gary Vee because they both put out daily content.
What if they're already just in the field where they're too good, where they're out of the box, you can't rate them? What would be under them? Because those are really good podcasts. Those are good shows. Love me some Joe Rogan.
I think it's like, actually, I can just pop this up on my phone, actually. I'm going to have to, because I have a couple. I've been, finding more and more, so I'm, getting more and more into finding new ones. And
I've got a couple, too.
There's a really cool one called Startup Camp.
Startup Camp.
But you told me about that one.
Nice.
That one's really good.
Startup Camp's a good one, guys. Go check that out if you want to learn how to start a business or start your life.
I got
it's up to you.
This one called Skeptic Tank.
Skeptic Tank. Oh, Ari Schaffer.
Yes. Ari
Schaff.
And then Radio Lab. They're really technical. They talk about a lot of cool shit. So.
A lot of updates, a lot of new things, a lot of happenings.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you sent me a link to something that was pretty creepy once I listened to it.
Yeah, dude. There's a lot of interesting stuff on there.
It was basically about cloning audio, voices, and whatnot.
And then adding that to visual manipulation.
Yeah.
So it's you literally can make a video of anybody saying anything.
Basically.
Yeah. A little short wrap this up kind of thing. If you for instance, this technology could extract me and Ryan talking for 20 minutes and they could pull audio and they could take every, what would you say, every sound that we make and they you can make, you could type into this machine to say the Lifted Scene, even if we didn't say it, or anything, any term, this hammer is going to smash this can.
Yeah.
And it'll be in our voice.
It samples your voice, basically, how your voice flexes and fluctuates and the sounds, how it all comes out, and it basically samples it. It just needs a little bit. Basically, you only need to say 7 words, and then that's enough for it to comprehend a full replication of your voice and what it would sound like this. It would just sound just like this. It's crazy.
So imagine this technology has probably been out for what they said, probably about 10 years already.
Yeah, it's got to be a fucking Hollywood thing. I think they've been doing that shit in movies, old school movies and stuff for a long time, transferring audio, and also a way to cheat in the editing room. If we didn't get that cut of Kate Winslet, doing the correct thing, they'll just go to another cut and just mimic it. I'm sure.
No, exactly. That's you can tell sometimes because they're that doesn't even sound like that person.
Yeah, it's a tricky CGI kind of technology that's just now it's just available and it's on our phones for you and I to enjoy here at home, at work, wherever you want.
Whoever who's developing that, Adobe. So everybody, I know Adobe for like Adobe Premiere, like editing software.
Oh yeah.
So they're getting into voice now, which is fucking crazy. So
Oh.
it's what's really scary or most scary about that is that with all this fake news coming out, they already can deny it. But imagine if a video with audio comes out of our president saying something and we all think it's real and he's like, no, that wasn't me. It's like, oh God, like all kinds of new fake news is going to come out from that. And that's what's scary, but
it is scary. That's almost in a way how I kind of feel like that's how I see things anyways. Like whenever I see our president, commander-in-chief, Trump, when he's talking, I kind of feel like it's just a robot anyways. That's just sort of my weird way of thinking. I just kind of feel like, but if it was an actual thing that like was proven, then it'd be kind of like, whoa,
right,
that's sort of weird.
Yeah,
so yeah, I feel.
Yeah, I kind of just listen to him and just go, oh my God.
Yeah,
not even pay attention.
So yeah, that's Radiolab. You dig on Radiolab. They have some wild, wacky stuff. I listened to a show called Sword and Scale.
Sword and Scale. What's that all about?
That's a weird title, but what it's about is motherfucking murder mysteries, like
oh my God,
modern ones, like new ones, like
okay.
It ranges from everything, like the basic, most simple, general episode is still quite gross. It's usually like someone's getting murdered, stabbed, wife, kids. There's so many extreme ones. I'll just tell you a brief example. There's one where a guy, he wasn't in love with his wife anymore. She was kind of on the fritz. She was a little bit psychotic and had some episodes and was dealing with that, depression and whatnot. He was going to divorce her. She decided to murder their 2 daughters in front of him on his 45th birthday. As well, she got shot by the cops. That's just a scenario that happened somewhere.
God damn. And they're like explaining this in detail and from the reports. And
like why? What was she like at work? They have people like work people like, oh, Judy was nice. She was really sweet.
Holy cow.
We just didn't expect this. They talk about the daughters. Just like they were just really sweet. They were really kind. And it gets so deep. And aside from that story, there's other like kid related ones, like kid murder type stuff that happens in school. Gosh. And then they read back all the text messages, all the like emails. Well, not so much emails, but like all the texts. And it's funny because they read them out in text form. They're all, LOL, I wasn't kidding. I hate myself and I want to die, period, exclamation point, all caps.
Like in the typical kid, like.
In the typical kid, like, oh, the world's against me. I hate my parents. Yeah. Teachers suck. What the fuck is this? It's so juicy because... I mean, I'll be sitting there on the community transit, the bus systems here in Seattle, and I'm just sitting on the bus, and I'm listening to these like gory, detailed, drawn out murder shows where like a kid's getting ready to like buy guns and kill his parents. You know what I mean? And it's just regular old Wednesday.
I'm gonna have to check it out because I need to like change it up. I think I've been getting too serious as far as the podcast, like what I listen to, because I'm always trying to like. Just be innovative and motivated. I always want, the right stuff going in my head. But I mean, every once in a while, I need something to like. I need like something to keep me on edge and like follow.
Me too.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you can learn stuff from that too.
Yeah, definitely you can, and it's also you kind of learn that like life isn't really that bad. Even like listening to these stories, it's like going to a jail and hearing like some prisoner's story and being just like, wow, well, I guess. The traffic wasn't so bad this morning that it's not so bad to get up out of bed, I guess. It's not too bad to have a job. You know what I mean? All right.
Could be getting stabbed with butter knives.
Got things to be thankful for.
Yeah, man.
So that is a wild podcast. I guess we're just going to open the show with podcast recommendations. That's what's the first 10 is going to be about, guys. That's how we represent every show. Because, hey, shout outs. That's from Red Bar. Hey, Sword and Scale. It's a really well-talked show, like well narrated. That's what I meant to say. It's very good as a show. And when I listen to that and think about it, I'm like, damn, that's a really good fucking show. We have kind of a style that sort of jumps around here to there. You can look at our descriptions and pick and choose whichever one you want to listen to, whether it's about meditation or DMT or microdosing or emotional intelligence, different types of shows. But we are kind of like, we're just freeballing it. I think if people don't know at home, this is unedited stuff. We go this full hour from beginning to end, record. We don't stop it. We're just free balling out here.
Yeah, it makes it so much
ball.
easier. It's more genuine, and it's funny you say that. Like I was going to reference how on Radiolab they re-edit. I know they edit their stuff because they'll have conversations. They do like more investigative, like reporting stuff. They'll go and have like talks with like the person who developed, for instance, the one of the Adobe Premiere, or like they'll go, and then they'll voice over what they were talking about or what they meant by that. Or
That's right.
and that's like just too much fucking work, I think. But I mean, if you have a team of like 25 people and someone
Exactly.
edit for you, whatever. But
No doubt.
I like the Joe Rogan lifted scene style, where it's just you just go and you have an actual conversation with actual people, and it's very transparent.
Yeah, it's not set up at all. Even though I respect that hustle of podcasting, I respect how it's like a show. And you're right, there's probably 17 people like shuffling papers and getting things printed and Xeroxing, and someone's running to get coffee.
A printer
and,
shooting out 10 papers at a time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
and
I
there's
see
the
that.
on-air, off-air thing blinking up top. So, someday we might have a staff, dude. What if we had a lifted scene staff?
Well,
Like,
I totally see it because I
People be
know
asking for
the
the
first thing
weekend off.
we're gonna have like a video intern. We're really gonna have that. I totally feel that.
yeah.
And then it's gonna turn into like he's gonna be on the social. He's gonna have like Facebook. He's gonna set up help with social media. I can see that happening. We're all gonna like collabo and work together. But
Yeah, it's
I
real
totally see
simple. It's real simple. You guys see it every single day that we do this show, every day, 5 days a week. It's just a simple little setup: a headphone, little booster, a little DR60 Tascam recorder. A lot of these filmmaker, documentarian maker, these musician types. Some of you musician guys out there, maybe some of you Jones and Fishers out there. You guys listening? You guys out there listening while you're on tour? Hey, what's up, guys? I support you. But it's a real simple setup. We got the DSLR. I do have guys, we are going to be broadcasting live up in this bitch.
live, tell me about that.
Possibly starting episode 20.
Oh shit!
As soon as Ep Twumps. Guys, we might be live streaming all up in this piece.
Hell yeah!
Live streaming the show.
Hell yeah!
Which kind of replaces this camera here, which is
Ah.
a DSLR camera.
So then our audio can be the same as our visual.
Audio will be the same as the
unedited.
visual. It might be unedited. That's the trick. I kind of have realized, like, well, there's a little bit of a setup going on over here, and you might need to hook up the computer with the old M-Box, with the old this, that,
Right,
the mixer, and then the live streaming's a whole separate application. And I was testing it out. The camera looks great, dude.
Good. 1080p.
This Logitech 1080p.
Oh wow, they're like, man, I remember like back in the day, like 10 years plus ago when webcams first came out. It was like Logitech, and I was like, what the
Logitech.
yeah, I remember that. That's funny. They just totally evolved.
They evolved, man, and these things are available and affordable. I got this off eBay for maybe $40, $45. Something like that, dude. Yeah, it's a
Killer.
sick ass cam. I plugged it in. I put it on top of my monitor today. Like, I had the whole room envisioned. I could have done a whole show right then and there, but
Wow.
I tried to go on YouTube today. As a matter of fact, Flynn jumped in on the Josh Flynn. He jumped in on the
Yeah, buddy.
convo. So I got it going. I just didn't know how to switch between the cameras and show me. Maybe my connection was bad. I'm not really sure. I'm still trying to figure it out. Guys, but as soon as Ep 20, we might be live streaming. I hope you can join us for that. It'll be a lot of fun.
That'd be really cool, man. And that's just another way to put out content. But some people like to watch shit live, or there's gonna be those people who only want to watch randomly.
I personally love live talk shows. I love live stuff.
Yeah,
You?
man. Hell yeah.
I like it
Like
too.
when I see a the only notifications I get on anything, or like when like on Instagram, Facebook, is when Gary Vee goes live.
Nice.
And I'm like, yes. And
Yep.
if I have time, if I'm in a place where I'm like, okay, I can watch.
For sure.
And you can just jump out whenever you want,
You watch his numbers just go from like 342 to 4,000 to fucking like 5,000. Like, you just so
Increasing
many
every
people are in
day.
there. You try and throw in a comment, but it's like, yeah, right. Like, how's
It's
he
not
gonna
gonna
read
get
that?
read.
It's just like a machine just going through. He's just gonna pick a random one.
Yeah, and another thing too that we were just talking about prior to recording today was that we are going to look into making a Facebook page. So we just want to attract a bigger audience. We want to get more hardcore podcasters into what we're doing here, and kind of just help to push and elevate the lifted scene a little higher than it already is.
Yeah, guys. Because check us out. Did you even notice we have a new set? Did we even
Whoa!
Did you even see this? So
We
we're
got the black backdrop. We got the green.
elevation.
The green tablecloth, the table. I think this is nice too. I was talking to Ryan, and it'd be kind of cool, like when we get our sponsors in here. Today's sponsor for the show is Pretend Living.
PL for life, guys. Pretend living.
Sick ass shirt, dude.
Get them while they're
many-
hot.
And it glows in the dark.
Yo,
that totally
alien
talks to like the 10-year-old me when the glow in the dark alien shirts used to be out.
Oh yeah.
Or you could like press a button and they would like glow and like
What? Wait a minute. Press a button.
yeah, they're like it was kind of like old school, but there was like this like battery
That's
pack. It was like at the
dope.
bottom of my shirt.
Battery pack on the shirt.
And you would like press, on,
I
and then you could
gotcha.
like press the eye on or like the nose on the alien.
Yeah.
And they'd be like lights on the alien ships. That would,
Oh,
like,
super
twinkle.
sick.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I saw some of those like glow in the dark alien shirts, but they were at like the Bon Marché when my mom used to take me shopping at the Bon Marché. Do you guys remember the Bon Marché?
One day only at the Bon Marché.
That's weird.
Remember those
to say.
commercials? Holy
I remember them
shit,
shits.
dude.
I remember that jingle like a motherfucker. It's funny that that comes to mind because I was driving through the city and came across Macy's downtown. Macy's, and
Oh, yeah.
like right below it, squiggled in the concrete, says the Bon Marché.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so a little off topic, but
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, well,
so Fresh Gear, Pretend Living, Alien Ghost. You guys got to see it. You guys got to love it. You guys got to be it. You guys got to relive this memory of the ghost.
go on Instagram. Follow
came
this
out from
page,
nowhere.
Buy a shirt.
Hey, yo, Steve. Buy a shirt. If you want one, just ask me for one. I might give you one.
You never know.
You never know. So, I'm gonna give a quick shout out to the homie Feeling Terpy.
Oh yeah, dude.
Love this guy. Love this dude, Feeling Terps. Yo, this motivational little DM where you're just dabbing out, probably after work, just sending good vibes our way for the show. That's good looking out. That's my bro out there.
I really like how he puts into his Instagram stories. He's keeping track, kind of like me. He's showing. I like how he's showing others that he's keeping track of his meditation. That totally encourage. I guarantee you, and I'm going to ask him after this podcast if anybody, or when he hears this, you can hit me up if I forget.
Yeah.
If others ask, what app is this? I get like 10 people a week who are like, what app is this? That's why I started putting like the link or tagging them in the bottom. That's awesome. Yeah. So yeah, he's killing it, man. The positivity, every week.
Yeah, man, that's super awesome. It is good to show that you're growing in meditation. Sorry, I just did a weird microphone thing there. Man. Showing people that you're growing in your meditation by doing it daily. A daily practice of meditation is dope. That's so key. It's so
key.
legit. I can't even. This was the guy that inspired me to go every day.
It's funny you say that because from my viewpoint back then, I was like, dang, this dude just does this shit all the time. I'm like, I need to be in my game.
Oh, me?
Yeah, man.
No, dude.
Because we first met up and I was like, talking about how I wanted to do it for a year. And I was kind of like, am I going to do this for a year?
Oh, yeah.
And
the
you're
initial
like,
goal.
yeah, and you told me you meditated. I was like, wow, this is a legit thing. I need to do this every day. It's one of those, like when you're inside, when your spirit says, you need to do, or something's bad, you're doing it, like, I need to stop doing this. Inside, I was like, you need to meditate every day. And I just continued to, of course you were a motivator for me. Michael Seeley, he doesn't even know it, but he motivated the fuck out of me.
Michael Seeley, dude, he tears it up, dude. He just drops pieces of gold during those meditations. Am I right?
Find him, yeah, man.
Dude, that guy's so on point.
People just think, oh yeah, it's just a regular meditation, but he'll literally make you pull something out of yourself. You'll be like, oh my god, I didn't know that was a part of my thoughts, or how did he know this memory could come out? It's incredible.
He is like a mental walker through, like a mental tour guide. He takes you on a tour through your brain, and it's trippy because this is why I do longer meditations. We'll get into that in a little bit when we talk more about our meditation series for the week. But I get into these longer meditations, these 20, 25, maybe 27 if I get that far. But I'm listening to Michael Seeley, and then he'll just be like, and 3, 2, 1, you've arrived. And when he says that shit,
and then you're there, you're like,
that's when I
damn.
lift off and I get somewhere new in my brain. I just land somewhere in this little hypnosis, and I get to this trance state, this deep trance state. And it's just so funny the timing of his guided meditationness is so on point. It's impeccable. His timing it's awesome. I love him.
Balls, man.
I love Michael Seeley.
I definitely can't say I know of any other people who have guided meditation like that. I haven't looked because once I found him, I'm like, this is it. He's got one for everything, like good morning coffee, hypnosis. I'm like, dang.
Yep, like the welcome.
What's up?
Hi there.
How do you like our new setup?
Yo.
It is very professional.
Alexa's in the house. That's Alexa Ray 87. Find her on Insta. Holla.
It looks like my house, to be honest. Don't worry. Like when you come over, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be like underwears and. Okay,
make it extra messy.
I've been super lazy. I have this table and I haven't even fucking put it together yet. Well, I put the table. I have the chairs I got to put together. Like I'm doing like a piece at a time.
So yeah, we got the new setup going on. We switched things around. We're not. I don't know what I said earlier, but we switched things around. We got this sick new table, dude. It's so dope. This green cloth. This is actually my merch table, bro.
Oh, nice.
Actually, my merch table from the music days.
Wow.
As a matter of fact. Yeah.
This thing is legit, dude.
Yeah. It's been around, man. It's
professional.
held up
at the lifted scene.
Super professional.
Bro.
Everything here is from the music days.
So speaking of your meditation, you want to kick it off?
Yeah, dude. Let's kick it off with some meditation. Hold on. Like my battery's gonna die here in a minute. So.
Do you want to change the battery? Do you want to have me jam first?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and kick it off here.
Cool.
Perfect point to do this. Let's kick it off, man. Let's talk about meditation.
Okay. Well,
let's do that. Before you do that, let's just change this battery out.
Yeah.
Hang tight. Everybody hang tight.
Do you want me to keep going?
No.
Or you want to just pause?
I'm going to do one of these numbers.
I see.
Watch this. It's going to get crazy. So you were saying this week's meditation. How's it been?
So I didn't bring my notebook, but what do you know? One of the benefits of meditation is that it does increase your short and long-term memory. So I remember every day like it was yesterday. So Monday was a 9 out of 10. Started the week off again. Boom, great.
Dope.
Tuesday was kind of wonky. It was good. It was an 8. Wednesday, yesterday, it was like a 7. Today it was like 7.5, 8. Couldn't really decide, but overall really good. But what I'm most excited about, which is my topic on my meditation, is, and I'm sorry to say, guys, that I don't know, we're not smoking cannabis today. We're doing a sober show. Sober show, but it's not because we just don't want to smoke cannabis anymore. It's because of, I've been doing some research. I hear this more and more time again. You guys heard us talk about this on the show before, how if you cut out certain things in your diet, because I consume cannabis, the biggest difference or thing I've noticed from me cutting out cannabis this week is that my dreams are becoming more like I have more recognition of my dream. I can remember my dream from last night, and months ago, like I would wake up and be like, "Oh fuck, I gotta find paper, and I would shuffle and I would find my paper and I'd be like, lost it.
Yeah,
don't even remember.
Lost in the shuffle.
Yeah, so it's been really interesting to cut that out, but in return get something else. So like my dream, and this is fucking trippy as fuck, and it's really happening now.
And how many days has it been?
Today is 289.
No, I'm sorry. How many days have you not smoked?
Oh, I thought I meant meditation. Sorry.
I mean, my bad.
Well, apparently 0 days.
Next question.
0 days since I stopped smoking. No, it's been I stopped on Friday.
Friday?
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, I was like, no, babe, I'm just gonna just chill. I'm happy. I was like, I'm happy. It's the weekend. I'm relaxed. I'll be okay.
Decent. That's respect.
So I stopped Friday. Saturday night, I had a dream that I was having a dream, which was trippy in itself. But in that dream, I was conscious. I was aware that I was in a dream for like the first time in my life, and it like excited me, scared me, to the point where I was like, holy shit. And I woke up.
Yeah.
Like it was like 1. Holy shit, 2.
It was intense.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, this really happened. And I woke up and I was like, no way. So I'm like, I'm on this kick. Like, okay, let's say it's in my system. It takes, another week to fully get out of my system. What's going to happen? Not only am I remembering all my dreams and I'm keeping track of them, I'm keeping a log with my meditation log. So like on my left side, I have, my 8 out of 10, 7 out of 10, my notes on my meditation. On the right, I keep my notes, and I keep my dream notes.
I see.
So what I also have been reading or looking into is how if you keep a dream journal, you're working that muscle. By you reiterating, having to think back to what you were dreaming, you're working those neurons, that neural network that you are developing as you're dreaming. So
yeah, because you're writing it down and you're like rethinking it out, like writing it down, so you kind of goes in your memory like double time.
So it's really helping. So I'm like really stoked. Next Thursday will be the real update, but shit's getting real. I really remember them every night now.
So you're keeping a journal of the dreams like every single night, or is that kind of hit or miss?
Every day.
Just a little.
No, I mean, like, well, now I think because of the memory. Oh, I'm also taking Alpha Brain from
Oh,
On It, Joe
yeah.
Rogan's product. Memory and focus. He talks about if you take it like an hour or two before you go to sleep, you have some trippy ass dreams. So I was
Crazy.
like, oh, I'm gonna try it. Ordered it, been taking it. Totally feel the difference. Like as far as memory, just recognition of my day, what I ate.
Nice.
All this memory is coming to me, and I think it has a
Damn.
huge component as to why I'm remembering my dreams. So it's like a double. So I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see.
Does it get you like pumped up at all before you go to bed? Since you're taking it before bed, does it get you too active to sleep, or
No, it's a
Not a problem.
It's just a nootropic. It doesn't have any
okay.
caffeines or anything like that. It has all these all natural, just basically things that help your mind work better.
nootropic meaning like new as in like a neural
Yes.
neural activator kind of
Precisely,
thing going on
yeah.
there? Awesome.
Yeah, so it's meant for during the day, I think,
Mhm.
for the most part.
Oh,
But
for
he-
sure.
But he was
Yeah.
like, talking to what's his name, Swanson,
Oh, Nick Swardson.
Nick Swartzen, the
Comedian.
on
Funnyman.
It was like episode 992, if I'm not mistaken, and he was like, "Yeah, if you take a shit, like an hour before you go to sleep, you have some trippy ass dreams." He's like, "What? Like what? Like what kind of dreams? Like I have to like jump out the he was talking about he was having a
Trippy ass
dream.
dreams.
He has a dream where he was like, fuck, I'm in this dream. So he jumps out the window and he freaks out. He wakes up in bed. He's like, ah, and then he starts walking around his room and he's like, what the fuck? This isn't my room. And he jumps out the window again and he like really wakes up. But that's what I'm trying to
Crazy.
have. I'm trying to have a dream like that.
Yeah. So it's leading there. So you said, this was like the first night you didn't smoke? After the first day you didn't smoke, that was the night you had the dream,
Yes.
the initial dream.
Mm-hmm. Like
I wonder if-
immediately.
Yeah, I wonder if it's connected to that being the cutoff point, like the cold turkey, like, all right, no consumption of cannabis this day. So it's like that night was the first one so close to when you had smoked. So there was just a little bit of like non-smoke. I wonder if that whole direction, just like your brain takes a turn. It's not being activated by the cannabis that day. So I wonder if it like got you closer
Mm-hmm.
to knowing, to like feeling that wake up moment. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Close to, it was like a lucid dream, you'd say, kind of?
That would be my first lucid dream experience.
Badass, dude. That's fucking rad.
Yes.
Those are kind of fucking terrifying from what I remember. Like
Mm.
realizing, first of all, it's like a slow process. You're having a normal dream. You're asleep. But then again, you know the difference. You know what it's like to be awake, but you don't really know what it's like to be awake while you're asleep. Now, when that happens, it's a slow process of realization. You do like you're coming out of a cocoon. Like you come out of the first one, it's a realization. You're like, oh, this feels like a dream. And then, but you think you're awake for a second. You're like in this half area, but then you're like, no, this is a fucking dream. And then you're like, then you wake up. And you're like, whoa,
Yes.
that was crazy. That was fucking wild. And then you know, because you're repeating it and you're back to real mentality. Maybe that's real mentality.
But I know that every time, I know it's kind of trippy, right? Like,
That's a little bit trippy.
what's real?
I know.
Is this real?
Waking up from a dream.
Am I
like,
in a dream? Maybe we talked about that.
Yeah.
Am I dreaming?
am I dreaming?
But
Part two?
I'm definitely excited, and it's helping me in a bunch of different ways. So, for instance, and for those of you who have been listening about sensory deprivation tanks,
Oh, hey now.
have you told your girlfriend, by the way?
Are we going to talk about sensory depth tanks today?
I just want to talk about my experience real quick. So I went
Oh,
yesterday because my girlfriend got a job there. Shout out to Amanda. Congrats.
Shout out.
So friends and family get to float for free. So Ryan and Alexa get to
hey.
float if you want.
Booyah, mother chucka. No, I haven't told her that good news yet.
Oh, you have to. So so I went yesterday, and the last time I had went, which was probably about a month and a half, close to a little bit more after that, I had talked about how when I got to that super relaxed state, how I felt like we'll call it my astral arm kind of like wiggled. The water didn't move, but I was like, whoa,